Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Blair, and I am your favorite spiritual baddie, your unofficial life coach, and honestly, a YouTuber that is about to tell you her worst day ever. I am not going to sugarcoat this, you guys. I'm so nervous to tell you this because I'm exposing like a trauma that, um, yeah, like I've kept this one to myself. Only my closest friends and family know about this. So take a seat, grab a snack, and get cozy because I'm about to go in and tell you all about my official worst date ever. This one is called Cowboy De Chao. Once upon a time on a dating app. I'm not going to tell you which one because it really does not matter. If you know, you know. So once upon a time on a dating app, I met a cowboy from Texas. I feel like cowboys can be from other places. You can be from Oklahoma, you can be from Texas. I'll even take a Tennessee cowboy, but that's it. Anyway, I'm so nervous, you guys. Okay. Whoo. I can't believe I'm telling this story. On a dating app, met this cowboy. Moved to my state from Nevada. I thought that he was a little rugged. He was a nice guy. He was a little socially awkward, but I kind of like that. I like socially awkward people. I like people that are super authentic and that are not afraid, obviously, to be themselves. I don't like a person that acts like they're too cool for school. We're over that. Like you're just relax, okay? Have an ego death. I also thought that he was very considerate. Is the key word here. So we talked for a little bit. We talked for maybe a month. I feel like all of my stories start out like this. If you guys can tell by now, I'm not somebody that likes to rush into anything. Like, I want to take the time to get to know you. Normally, it's about 2 weeks. Sometimes, with circumstances, it happens like in this case where we scheduled the date after about 2 weeks of talk, ended up getting sick. So we had to reschedule to the following week. The following week, I got sick. So we were talking for like a month, just getting to know each other, which was still nice because we discovered that we are foodies, and that is where our date came in. So since he moved here, he had been around all these places with his job and really enjoyed Fogo de Chao. Now, I know that it's a Brazilian steakhouse, but it's not someplace that I've ever experienced. So when he suggested it, I was like, yeah, I would love to go and eat a steak. You're on my Instagram, you know me. She's a thick girl, okay? We like to eat. We love a good snack. When this man suggested going to Fogo de Chao, I'm like, excuse me, you want to take me to a steakhouse? No, I'm just kidding. I could take myself to a steakhouse. But I was excited to go because I'd never experienced it. And this man is a full blown cowboy, like hat, boots, bolo tie, the whole thing. So I'm like, I get to go to a steakhouse that's Brazilian with a Texan cowboy. Like, absolutely, let's do it. So the day of the date, he called me. I'm not even kidding you guys, probably 40 times. I want to preface this. If you are somebody that invites someone else, whether it's platonic, a date, whatever, if you are the inviter, it is your responsibility to follow up with the invitee and make sure that they're still available, the plans are still on for the day, and you basically confirm whatever the plans are. With that being said, you do not have to confirm and reconfirm the same day. Like, let's leave one confirmation and keep it pushing. This man called me so many times that I was on the phone with my cousin Steven from the time that I left my house to the time that I got to Fogo. And he called me so many times. My cousin was like, I'm about to tell you to turn your car around because this man keeps calling you. Like, what does he want? So I was already a little bit irritated because he kept calling me a ton. My cousin was also irritated. And it just like, I should have known from that and all of the resistance, keyword resistance, that I was experiencing when we were trying to schedule the date. I should have known that this was going to be something that I Probably should have canceled and just went with my gut, but I was really excited to try the steakhouse and was really excited to meet a real life cowboy. So I wanted to do this. As I'm about 5 minutes away from Fogo de Chao, he gives me a call again. And he called me like back to back that time. So I'm like, hey, Steven, like, let me call you back. Maybe this is an actual emergency or something happened. So I'll talk to you in a minute. So I hang up with my cousin. I call the cowboy and he's like, hey, I just got here and apparently you have to make a reservation. What? If this is your favorite place and you've been here so many times, I've never even been to this place and I know that you need to have a reservation to have a table. Like, what do you mean there's no seating for us? So that was red flag, like probably number 2 for the day, but that should have been my first key of like, hey, Blair, this is not something that you want to do. He tells me, let's go to this other spot that's close by. I'm about 10 minutes away and I'll meet you there. So I'm like, fine, whatever. I am dressed for a dinner date. The place that he suggested for us to go to was not for a dinner date. Like, I was overly dressed, which embarrassed me because when he showed up, he was so dressed down, even for this dinner date. Like, he was not even in his full like cowboy gear. It was just like, it looked like he just threw clothes on, but we'll get to that. He tells me, hey, let's go to this place instead. I'm about 10 minutes away. He sends me the location. I'm like 5. So I'm like, cool, whatever. I pull in, call my cousin back, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. He's like, let's see how he acts when he gets to the lobby. I hang up with my cousin. I'm still kind of nervous because I have no idea what to expect now. He's changed locations. He's been calling me a ton. Like, I have no idea what's going on. So I parked and he's texting me, hey, let me know when you get inside, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, I'm still 5 minutes away. Like, I'll meet you there. I'm in the cut because I want to see how this man rolls up. So he comes into this parking lot like a bat out of hell and is flying into his parking space in this big ass red pickup truck. Immediately, I knew it was him. As he gets out of the truck, he opens the door and just trash falls everywhere. Now, I am usually not one to judge a person's vehicle because I am a mom. I have, a ton of stuff in the back. Even before I was a mom, I just like basically lived in my car. I don't know. I have a lot of shit in there, okay? I always have a lot of shit in my car, but it's not garbage. So the fact that this man opened his car door and garbage fell out, I'm like, what is happening? He gets out, dusts himself off, okay? And I say dust because there were particles flying around in the air. And he's like tucking his shirt in, does one of these, slicks his hair back, and like hoists up his jeans and like starts walking. So I was in the car like just screaming because I cannot believe my eyes. Like, I felt like I was in a movie, okay? So he walks up, I'm panicking. I decide it's either now or never. Like, get your ass out of the car or it is what it is. So I get up, get out, adjust myself, and you guys, I'm wearing like a very nice dress, heels, my hair is done up really cute, and everyone around me is in like jeans, flip-flops, tank tops, whatever. So like all eyes are on me, and I'm just so self-conscious, not in a bad way that I feel like I, look badly or anything, but it's just like I don't like being the center of attention. And that was it was just a lot to have like everyone's eyes on me to the point where people are like, oh my God, what is she wearing? What is she doing here dressed like that? Like, is she going to an event? Well, you know what I mean? That already made me really uncomfortable. On top of like everything that I was already experiencing with the cowboy leading up to this moment. As I walk in, he does one of those like side church hugs and he's like, you smell amazing. If we're going to compliment people, just say, hey, I like your perfume, or I think you smell great. What are you wearing? But amazing as you're hugging me and like putting your nose in my hair up here because he was really tall. Like, sir, please get away from me. Give him the side hug. And as I am hugging him, you know how when you feel clothes and you could, maybe not everyone is like this, but I know the difference between like clean clothes and clothes that you've already worn. Like they have a smell to them, not a dirty smell, but like it smells like outside, and that's how his clothes smelled. So I'm like, did you like just throw this on? Like, what is happening? We go and sit down and we start to order our drinks. So as we're ordering, he just is like staring at me. He is just honestly kind of making me uncomfortable. Did not know what it was about him that made me uncomfortable, if it was the long stares or just the fact that he was a little bit awkward, like even in person. And I get, nerves and everything, but it's just like, I still, now that I'm recalling the story, like I still don't know what it was about him or about his energy that made me uneasy, but I just had this like really uneasy and uncomfortable feeling. The waitress comes over, takes our drink order, and as she leaves, he starts, kind of opening up a little bit, and he's profusely apologizing for the Fogo thing. And I'm like, it's fine, things happen, whatever. So our drinks come back, we take a couple sips, and that seems to like calm him down a little bit after he had his whiskey. Loosens up a little too much, and as he's asking me questions and I'm answering them, he leans in to get a little more comfortable. So he like has his arms up on the table, leans in, and I hear, okay, I'm confused because there's people behind us. So I'm like thinking to myself, oh my God, one of these people just farted. This man goes into his arm crack and goes, excuse me, because yes, yes, he did fart. And yes, I did. No, it came from him because it was too quickly that it entered my airspace. This man farted. I am literally like, my eyes are watering because it's so fucking disgusting. And I was just like so appalled. I get having nerves, I get having an upset tummy. But to fart in front of somebody on a first date and then you go and smell it, like, what is wrong with you? I'm it was the most disgusting thing I had ever experienced. So I immediately like get up and excuse myself. I ran into the super nice lady and she was like, I saw you when you came in. I just wanted to tell you you're gorgeous. How's your night going? And I just word vomit. I apologize to whoever this woman was because I just word vomited everything. And she's like, you are much too lovely to be experiencing this kind of date. She's like, I'm here with my husband. We are going to save you. I'm panicking at this point. I'm calling my cousin. He's not answering the fucking phone. I am like, I need a way out of this immediately. So I go back to the table and he's like, hey, you were in there for a really long time. Like, she came to ask us the food order and you weren't here. So I just ordered something for the both of us. And I'm just like looking around the bar, like waiting for this lady to come. And eventually she does come with her husband. And they're like, hey, are you going to the museum tonight? Like, I know that you're supposed to be there. And I'm like, yeah, my cousin, he keeps calling me. Like, what time does it start? And they're like, oh, we're going to go right now. She gave me the best out. She's like, do you want me to wait for you? Well, my husband goes and grabs the check. It's just like, he like, come on, honey. Like, and her husband, like, I hope when I eventually find my love that he is as supportive of women's rights and men's wrongs as this man, because he was a true ride or die for his wife. He was like, Blair, I'm gonna wait here for you, and my wife is gonna pay the check. I'm perfect. She went to the bar, slipped the bartender some money, came back, like tipped them, came back, waited for me to get my stuff. And he's like, my date's like, don't you want your food? Like, I just ordered. I'm like, hey, I'm so sorry. Like, you take it. I will Venmo you. Like, I really have to go. I am so thankful for running into this woman because I don't know if I honestly would have had the balls to tell this man, like, hey, I'm leaving. I know that that sounds kind of crazy. Like, this man farted on a date. How could you not tell him or react or whatever? I was so appalled, you guys. Like, I've never experienced something like that. And it was so disgusting that it also shocked me. Like, I was shocked and disturbed at the same time. Shocked, disgusted, and disturbed at the same time, that like I couldn't even react. The only thing my brain thought was go to the restroom. I am just so thankful for this woman and her husband that saved me from this crazy ass date. I left. I texted him and asked him how much the food was. I instantly Apple Paid this man and blocked him. Blocked. Goodbye. I want no parts. Is that shallow of me? No. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if you have audacity to let one rip, you smell it, and pretend like it did not come from you. I can pretend like I've never seen you before a day in my life. Poof, she's gone. I just, if it, that is my worst date ever. That is my worst date ever. That is my most disrespectful date ever. That is my most disgusting date ever. That is the worst date ever. That is the epitome of all of the things that I hate about dating culture, is that like you literally don't know what to expect. You don't know what kind of people you're going on dates with. And as much as as much time as I took like getting to know this person, if you fart, I'm sorry, like if you're farting and you don't even acknowledge that you did it, I can't, like I can't even, like, not that I want to, but I definitely can't work with that. Like, I'm sorry, I don't I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So what did we learn? Let's normalize telling people what the fuck they did wrong in that moment, because I sit here now in disbelief of myself that I even allowed such behavior without going unchecked. But in that very moment, you guys, and where I was in my life, like I was not the person that I am today. I've always been outspoken. I've always stood up for myself, but that was, I don't even know. Like, I don't even have words to describe where I was mentally, because I was so disturbed in that moment. Wraps up season 1 of Swipe Left. Now, I have a ton of dates in here that I can still go over, but I figured that this will be the season finale because it was the most disturbing. I'm going to go through these and pick out 4 more that I feel like I really, really want to share, because this one I was not prepared to film today. Like, I literally pulled it and was like, I don't know if I want to put this on the internet, but I made a commitment. I wanted to tell you guys my worst dates ever. I was not anticipating on this one coming so soon, but we're going to roll with the punches. I just want to thank you guys so much for being here with me. This has been such a crazy and wild ride. While it has been fun, reliving these things is just, I don't even know. It was a lot to relive these dates. But I appreciate you guys so much for being here. Shout out to my 45 subscribers, because we did get a few more since the last video that I uploaded. And yeah, this has just been a really fun time. I will be back for season 2. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Please don't hesitate to sound off in the comment section. Let me know about your worst date ever. I'm so serious. I feel like my life is a movie, and that these things that I experience sometimes are not real because they sound so crazy. If you have an experience like that, I want to hear it so that I'm not alone. Okay. Let me know your worst date ever. If you'd like, send it to me so I can read it, private message me, whatever. Just let's get the chatter going, okay? Let's get the chatter going. Let me hear it. Release the dating trauma, ladies and gentlemen. Let it out. Follow me over on Instagram. Then you also know that I am a spiritual baddie. I say it in every single intro of my video. I am your favorite spiritual baddie, and we are going to be talking about all things spirituality coming up in the fall season. Thank you guys so much for being here. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I love you so much, and I can't wait to connect with you in one of my upcoming videos.